My name is Gary Mahaffey, and I'm a chef manager at a catered living facility in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I grew up in the South, and I grew up around a lot of strong female cooks that were excellent, and I grew up as a pastor's son, so there was definitely a social focus on food and the enjoyment of food. So it kind of came second nature, and it was definitely an interest for me to get involved in food preparation and to realize the joy that you can bring by providing someone with an excellent food experience. Growing up, I moved every 2 to 4 years with my family. My father was a pastor, and he would go into churches in different areas, at first throughout the Southeast, but we did end up moving to Australia. And when we moved to Australia, it opened me up to a metropolitan environment where you had different cultures mixing together in mass quantity. You had the Italian influence, you had the Greek influence, you had the Southeast Asian influence, as well as your traditional Australian fare. So it was definitely an influence on my experience, and to know that there were other options out there. I'd actually avoided getting involved with food service, even though I enjoyed cooking for friends and family in my personal life. I'd avoided doing it professionally because I didn't realize there were avenues that didn't involve working in a restaurant environment. And one of my close friends called me in to pick him up from work, and that actually was a job interview with his director of dining and his executive chef, and here we are 12 and a half years later. So I am primarily responsible for every aspect of the food service program for this facility on the days that I work. Usually I'm serving a maximum of 50 people 3 meals a day. My favorite part of the job is being able to see the smile on the residents' faces when they see me, because even though they may be in a position where they aren't able to verbalize why they enjoy seeing me, I know it's because they associate seeing me with receiving food that they enjoy. And that means a lot to me when you're dealing with residents who are having memory issues. I have residents who may not be verbal to anyone else, but when I enter the room, they will smile, their face lights up, and they will speak to me, and we'll have an interaction that I know that they're not getting somewhere else, and it really makes a difference. My name is Gary Mahaffey. I'm chef manager at a Touchpoint catered living facility in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I am Touchpoint.